Hi, second grade teachers, and welcome to McGraw-Hill Reading Wonders. My name is Brandon Harvey. You know, as teachers, we are so busy doing so many things. When it comes time to evaluating new reading materials, sometimes it's hard to find the time, and that's why I'm here to help you explore the Reading Wonders sample box. So when you get your box, it's going to look just like this, and it's really easy to open and get started. I'm just going to take this top, I'm going to pull it down. Then I'm going to take this flap, lift it up, and I'm just going to push that down into the box. And now I'm ready to get started. Right from the get-go, you're going to see not only do you have materials in print, but to truly and fully evaluate McGraw-Hill Reading Wonders, you have to go online. And so here, there's a sample takeaway pad. This takeaway pad is going to lead you to our website that will allow you to go online and see every unit, every resource, every game and activity that's available for you and your students. Right in the front of the box, you're going to see it says Discover the Story of Reading Wonders. And this is truly your roadmap to how the box is organized. And that's what I'm going to lead you to today. On the left side of the box is all of your student materials, and on the right side of the box is all of your teacher materials. And right in front, as you get started, I know that as a teacher, I want to see not only how does my year begin, but how do things unfold throughout the year? And you're going to have a complete scope and sequence so you can see where all of those skills and strategies are happening throughout your second grade curriculum. So now let's begin exploring the left side of my box, which is all of my student materials. This first section is all about connected literacy tools. And the first tool you're going to see right in front is a new tool. You know, new standards, new challenges in the classroom. Our authorship team believed in creating this new tool. This is known as the Reading Writing Workshop book that allows you to teach and model on days 1 and 2 complex text and how to use that text to cite and find text evidence, as well as integrated writing and grammar mini lessons right here in one easy-to-use tool. Once I teach and model those key skills and strategies, I can apply them in a variety of ways. And here's where you're going to see some flexibility in our program. Of course, one of the tools you can use to practice and apply those skills is through your literature anthology. Here's where you're going to see longer anchor texts. And this is also where students can, again, apply using text-dependent questions to go back in and find text evidence. And you will see a nice balance of both literary text as well as great informational text, exciting stories that students will want to read. And finally, here's another tool. I like to use my leveled readers, of course, in small group, and you have a leveled reader folder. When I open it up, you're going to see information about our leveled readers and how you can access them from any internet-ready device. You also have a sample of the variety of leveled readers. On the back of this folder, you'll not only see more information about the different leveled readers we provide, but also the leveling systems that you can use. Now, I also know that sometimes we want to use trade books, picture books in the classroom, and that's where you're going to see this great flyer. Another way to practice and apply those close reading skills and strategies is through classroom library trade books. And this flyer shows you the 24 titles that are available for you in your second grade classroom. And then finally, this tab just reiterates what we just talked about. Everything I see here is connected, and it starts with that Reading Writing Workshop book, moving into my literature anthology and those leveled readers. Now let's move to the second section, which is titled Leveled Practice. You're going to see a weekly sampler of a variety of practice pages for skills and strategies and writing instruction, as well as modified or leveled practice for your approaching, your beyond level, even your EL students. Remember, you can go online to experience all of those practice pages. And what's great is, remember, we're digital. So your students can even practice and complete those practice pages on any internet-ready device, submit them to you, and you don't even have to have pencil paper. And again, this card explains that variety of practice that you'll find. And now the final tab is Beyond the Box for students. As I said, to fully evaluate this program, you have to go online and see the wonderful tools that your students can access anytime, anywhere, such as leveled readers. You're going to see games and activities and songs, visual vocabulary cards that come to life with audio support, as well as read-alouds, graphic organizers, time for kids articles, all done right here. So I'm going to put this side of the box back together. We go from beyond the box, Remember, we have all our great variety of leveled practice and a variety of practice that students can do collaboratively or they can do independently. And then finally, our connected literacy tools. From our classroom library trade books, you're also going to see, of course, the leveled readers, and then, of course, those core tools such as your anthology, and that new tool, which is really providing that key to my day 1, day 2 instruction, a teach and modeling tool that's unique to Reading Wonders, known as that Reading Writing Workshop book. Now let's move to the right-hand side of my box, which is the teacher materials, and it all starts with that familiar teacher guide. Here we're sampling Unit 1 of your Teacher's Edition, which is great because you will see something known as Unit 0 called Start Smart. Start Smart's a great opportunity for you to use right at those first couple of weeks of school to help establish those routines in your classroom and prepare kids for learning. But you'll also find a unique feature inside the pages of your Teacher's Edition known as ACT. ACT stands for Access Complex Text, and you will find specific instruction of how to scaffold your instruction with your students so that all students can access that more rigorous text. And to help guide you through not only some of the new challenges of Common Core, but also to help give you a walkthrough of your Teacher's Edition is this book called Unlock the Common Core State Standards. The front of it really talks about many of the shifts that are happening in our classrooms, and this is really giving you information from our authorship team about not only what's happening in the world of education, but also how it's supported and implemented through Reading Wonders. In the back, you'll see a lesson walkthrough. So as you're looking through the pages of your Teacher's Edition, this really helps to explain what you're seeing and knowing not only what's happening on the pages of instruction, but also why it matters in the classroom. So I think this is a valuable tool for evaluation. You'll also see an overview brochure, which is really what I'm doing for you right now, but that's a great review tool that you can share with any teacher. But I love this one, your digital walkthrough. I've talked a lot about going online, and when you do, you want to have this handy because this provides screenshots of easy drag and drop lesson planning so you can customize your lesson plans. You'll also see easy instructions on how to find those lesson presentations and teach using technology, as well as online assessments and our wonderful professional development. All of that summarized here on that card, everything we just saw from my Teacher Edition to going online for that differentiated instruction right here. Now let's move to the second part, which is integrated assessment and intervention. The first thing you're going to see is an assessment sampler. And of course, in Reading Wonders, we've got you covered with a complete Common Core assessment system. Everything from diagnostic and placement to weekly, unit, benchmark, fluency assessment. Again, even performance-based tasks, whether you are for Smarter Balanced or PARCC assessment or end-of-year assessments. Here you'll see just a week's worth of samples. So go online and you can see all of those assessment tools. An assessment in Reading Wonders drives instruction. And sometimes that data is going to lead us to Tier 2 or Tier 3 intervention. So you're going to see some information about our parallel intervention program known as WonderWorks. Here you got a great overview informational flyer on WonderWorks, but here's an actual sampler of a week of the WonderWorks instruction for intervention. You're going to see not only teacher pages, but also some student pages built right in. Again, integrated assessment and intervention. That not only includes that intensive intervention with WonderWorks, but also Tier 2. Tier 2 is built into the pages of your small group instruction. I hope you'll look for that. But also you have even more Tier 2 supports found online. I want to share with you, of course, program manipulatives. You know, in my second grade classroom, I like to use hands-on tools. Hands-on tools such as large and small sound spelling cards to really help build those foundational skills for that phonics instruction, building proficient readers. You'll also see high-frequency word cards, center cards for leveled workstation activities, photo cards. And when we think about the all-important listening and speaking criteria, you'll see interactive read-aloud cards, retelling cards, and visual vocabulary cards. And don't forget those visual vocabulary cards, along with all of these hands-on tools, are found online. You do have inside this folder, of course, samples of those materials for the variety of materials you'll see of those manipulatives, but know that you can go online and access those manipulatives digitally as well. And that takes me to my last card, which is going beyond the box for you, the teacher. Remember that when you go online, you're going to see easy, customizable lesson plans, ready-made lesson presentations so that you can teach digitally, and that even includes information on the gold standard in professional development. You're going to see implementation modules that are self-paced to help get you started with Reading Wonders, but also support you throughout the life of the adoption. You'll also see author videos, and you will also find modeled lessons. I know that as a teacher, I want to see Reading Wonders in the classroom. So you'll see real teachers with real kids doing many of these lessons, modeling that instruction for you. So going from beyond the box, then of course we talked about that integrated assessment and intervention. Remember, assessment that is not only pencil paper, but of course can be accessed through any internet-ready device. And you have that differentiated instruction, giving you that all-encompassing, easy-to-use teacher edition for that powerful Common Core instruction right there. I'm going to put my scope and sequence right here back in the front of the box so that the next teacher will be able to see the whole program. And then, of course, my roadmap goes right in front of that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this encourages you to dig in and look at all the wonderful resources for you and your students. And once you do, I know that you'll discover that McGraw-Hill Reading Wonders truly is the key to building strong readers and writers. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.